Hi and welcome back to Petite Wreath Boutique. The fall ball season is coming up, so why not showing our love and support with some door decor? I found this adorable sign online and needed to make a wreath in combination with this bold neon yellow ribbon. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe and like button. I also added a quick poll on the screen to get your opinion. Let me know if you'd be interested in purchasing a DIY kit for this softball wreath. Let's start talking about the supplies. For this wreath, I used a metal sign, which is pretty big. It's 12 inches in diameter. This wreath will be a statement for sure. To match the size of the sign, I use a 16-inch wired wreath frame, a pre-cut felt piece to cover the back of the wreath, 3 different types of mesh, this black and white patterned Deco mesh, a black mesh, and a red one. When it comes to the ribbon, I end up using only the 1.5-inch white black ribbon and the 2.5-inch softball themed ribbon. We will need black pipe cleaners for the ribbon and wreath sign, black 6-inch zip ties to attach the deco mesh, and 4-inch white zip ties to attach the felt piece. A piece of yarn to create a hanging loop. And as far as the tools go, I used a wire cutter for the zip ties, sharp scissors for the ribbon, and pointy scissors for the felt piece. Now we can start with the first deco mesh attachment. We will not need to cut individual mesh pieces. We will craft this wreath using the poof method. My wired wreath frame has 4 rings and 6 bars. There will be 1 attachment on each bar and 1 in between the bars on the ring, so a total of 12. The first attachment will be on the bar in between ring 1 and 2. Then we go down to ring 3, followed by the next attachment on the bar between ring 3 and 4. From there we go back to ring 3, and then the next bar attachment will be in between ring 1 and 2. So this is the pattern we create. We go basically in a zigzag and going up and down until we are back to the starting point. To attach the deco mesh, we need to gather it. Leave like 2 inches as a tail, and then take your thumb to stabilize one side while the rest of the hand keeps walking up the material. Then grab it and put it down on the wreath frame to attach it with a zip tie. We can cut off the excessive zip tie as soon as we are done tightening them. The zip tie attachment is the starting measuring point. We measure 10 inches of the material, then gather it and attach it to the wreath frame. This is how we create the deco mesh loops. We continue measuring 10 inches and follow the pattern around the frame until we are back to the starting point. Once we are back at the beginning, we need to cut off the remaining deco mesh from the spool. Again, leave a 2-inch tail, use your sharp scissors for the cut, and then push this tail through the wreath frame. I like to secure it with another zip tie on the back. For the black deco mesh, we follow almost the same pattern for the attachment points on the wreath as we did before. When it comes to the attachment on the bars, it will be across from the white and black deco mesh attachment. So if the attachment is on the bar in between ring 1 and 2, the black deco mesh attachment will be between ring 3 and 4, and vice versa, meaning if the attachment is on the bar between ring 3 and 4, the black deco mesh attachment will be on the bar between ring 1 and 2. When it comes to the attachment on the ring itself, we will work with ring 3 as we did for the black and white deco mesh. So we will have 2 overlapping zip ties on the attachment point. We are creating an alternative design in which the 2 different deco mesh switch positions throughout the whole wreath. And again, once we are back at the starting point, we need to cut off the excessive deco mesh. Leave a tail of at least 2 inches and attach it to the wreath frame with a zip tie. When it comes to attaching the red deco mesh, we will handle things a little bit different this time. We will work on ring 1 of the wreath frame. I started with the first attachment on the bar. We will push the tail through the bars and attach it with a zip tie again. To work on the first ring, we measure 6 inches and create a loop to attach it in between the bars. Then we will have another attachment on each bar, so a total of 12 loops with 6 inches each. For the next set of deco mesh loops, we will work on ring 4 of the wreath frame. We are measuring 12 inches of the red deco mesh and continue with the same pattern we used before. 1 attachment on the bar and 1 on the ring in between the bars. So we will create a total set of 12 loops. A little trick I like to share with you when I work with deco mesh, whether it is cuts or a whole spool like in this case, I like to have a laundry basket sitting next to my work surface so I can drop the material in it. Unfortunately, whenever the spool is getting to the end, it is also getting harder to keep it in the basket. Let's move on with cutting the ribbon, starting with the softball themed one. It is 2.5 inches in width, and we will cut 16-inch wide stripes and a total amount of 6. The black ribbon has a width of 1.5 inches, and we will need 6 stripes, but these ones will be only 14 inches in width. To assemble the ribbon bundles, let's put down the softball themed ribbon first. Find the middle to ruffle and hold it with one hand. Then find and ruffle the middle of the black ribbon and crisscross the ribbon in one hand. Then find a lovely spot on the wreath frame. Attach the pipe cleaner to this spot. Hold down the ribbon bundle. Twist the pipe cleaner ends a couple times into each other to secure the bundle, and lastly hide the end of the pipe cleaner into the wreath frame. I did cut the pipe cleaner in half since the length will be enough for the attachment on the wreath. Continue around the wreath frame until all 6 ribbon bundles found their placement. If the pipe cleaner end turns out to be too long, feel free to cut it off. We don't need to put a lot of effort into preparing this metal wreath sign since it does have pre-stamped holes. Simply divide a pipe cleaner, push it through those holes, and then twist the pipe cleaner to secure it. To attach the sign, find the bars on the wreath frame and tighten the pipe cleaners to those bars which are across from each other. This way, the sign will be attached straight. Since we know where up and down is now, we can attach the jute cord at the 12 o'clock mark to create a hanging loop. Now the extra step I like to take, attaching the pre-cut felt piece to the back of the wreath frame. Before I even start working on the wreath frame itself, I am putting it down on a felt piece and trace it with a Sharpie to cut it out. Now I can put this cut piece down and line it up with the frame itself, then poke little holes through the material close to the edge with the sharp scissors to push the 4-inch zip ties through. Now we are ready to hang up this gorgeous wreath. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate your time. If you haven't participated in the quiz yet, please check it out. I see you next time. Bye bye.